Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey Suzanne. Hey buddy. How do you find a high value man if you're an average looking and in your 40s? So high value is based mainly on, integrity. Yeah. Now, if you're average looking and in your 40s, you're not going to find a guy who's a male model. You know what I mean? He needs to be sort of on the same level as you are, which is fine, but he should still be successful, good integrity, stuff like that. Hey, Alana, I just made a video about this. I haven't posted about it yet because I saw your comment. Short answer, excessively. If they do it excessively, it's bad. Long answer, we all have our downtime things we like to do. Some people watch movies, some people watch TV shows, some people play video games. It only becomes a problem when it's excessive and it takes away from other more constructive things that you could be doing. Best dating app, Tinder or Hinge, I think. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. I'm here to help. And guys, please share my life so I can help more people just like you. Is seeing a play together on a first date too much? No, that could be good. Yeah, as long as there's dinner afterwards. Yeah. Hey, Adriana. Took your advice. Tinder worked great for me. Awesome, buddy. That's great. Yeah, Tinder's really good. It's got a bit of a bad name, Tinder, but look, it goes well. Hey, Deanna. Think it's okay if my boyfriend hugs his friend's wife? I'm not a huge fan of doing that personally. A lot of people do it all the time. I don't really like it personally. Yeah. Hey, Fast. Is Tinder not more of a hookup site? Yeah, a lot of people think that. Tinder actually goes great. Tinder goes great. I've helped a lot of people achieve a 10 out of 10 on Tinder. I met my wife on Tinder. Tinder goes well if you know how to date properly. If you know how to date properly, it's a fantastic app. Been together for 2 years, found out he's been cheating. He's a provider. Your thoughts? Your future's going to get a lot harder. Which is sad to see, my friend. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. Been here the 5 months, not been to his place. We mainly only spend time when going for a drink. You haven't been to his place at all? Husband won't ask me out for dinner or buy flowers without me having to ask. Okay. Okay. If you do proper feminine communication, Laura, it motivates guys to want to do it more. Awesome, my friend. That's awesome. Good work. Yeah, Tinder goes well. My boyfriend of 5 months every so often says he feels like he should be alone. Hmm. But then he says he doesn't want to be alone at the time. Every time he says this, it makes me feel low. Well, that's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. He obviously feels a little bit bad about himself. Why won't he commit 11 years but not living together? Doesn't really like you that much. If a guy wants to, he will. Guys, remember that. Hubby works abroad. How do we stay connected? Very high levels of communication. Then the time you do have together, you got to make sure it's incredible. Men are super short on my dating apps. Do you mean short with conversation range or physically short? 26 years, 3 kids, 1 grandson. Awesome. Awesome, buddy. That's great. Comments for when someone uses deflection on you. I'd have to see the conversation. Conversation short. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are fairly bad conversationalists. There's not much you can do about it. I mean, you can try to curve the conversation to a certain degree, but then you're kind of carrying it. A lot of guys are not good conversationalists. The ones who are good conversationalists, they don't last long on online dating. They get chewed up fast and off the market. So you got to be in it. You got to be in it. Okay, talking to people, and then you'll get a shot. Yeah. Angel, how much do you like him? Okay, Angel, booking a call, my friend. Booking a call. We'll have a chat. There might be something we can do potentially. Okay. If any of you guys are in a fairly sticky situation like Angel is, booking a call. Go to my profile. In my profile, there's a link. Put your details in. I'll give you a call today. We'll have a chat. I'll try to help as many of you guys as I can. Some situations, there's nothing you can do, but some situations there is. How to detach when going through divorce. The words you say to yourself make a large difference. Yeah. The words you say to yourself. Yeah. So if you go on and on about how much you love your ex, it's going to be hard to get over that person. Yeah. So you got to really be conscious of the words you're saying. Ask me your relationship questions, what I don't understand. You have to say the right words to yourself. So after you break up with someone, you could say, they're not my ideal partner. I'm not his. They're in the past. I'm going to leave them there. I don't care what they do. Yeah. You got to say that sort of stuff over and over again. I think I've got to let him go. He keeps liking girls' Insta posts despite me saying it's disrespectful. Yeah. So if you set boundaries and the boundaries are not respected and keep being overstepped, there's not much you can do. You got to get out of there. Yeah. Thanks, Fast. Guys, please share my live so I can help more people just like you. Want to help as many guys as you, many of you as possible achieve a 10 out of 10. And you can all achieve it. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks, Katerina. Why men keep investing in relationships after they cheated? Some men are really stupid, so the relationship goes bad, they'll cheat, and then they'll try to fix it afterwards. because they have a fear of loss, not because they actually want to be in the relationship, but just because they don't want to lose it. They don't want to win. They just don't want to lose. It's a lot of immaturity there. Yeah. Hey, Short. Meg said he loved me, wanted a future, but disrespected me with drinking 10 plus hours. Commenting on other women, he got me pregnant, he left me and is already with someone else. Yikes. That is very bad. Do you advise on staying or moving on after? Usually moving on. Yeah. Guy I'm talking to and have met twice takes 5 hours to reply. Is that disinterest? Usually. Yeah. Does I keep coming back even if he does not want me? Yeah. Yeah, basically. If a guy really likes you, he'll be with you. Yeah. If he really likes you, he'll be with you properly. If he doesn't really like you that much, he won't be. And he'll just sort of horse you around. I'm talking to, read that one. How do you find true love? Well, online dating is how I usually help people find an ideal partner. That's the most sort of easiest, effective way these days. But also a big part of it's not settling for the wrong person. And you got to make sure you're a decent partner. So you got to make sure your mindset's a 10 out of 10. You know how to date properly. Okay. And you're good with communication, masculine, feminine energy, stuff like that. And then you find the person you want to be with and nurture it to a 10 out of 10. Just be honest with yourself. It's hard to realize the truth, but better than misleading. Yeah. Yeah. Christina, I think it's hard for a lot of people in certain situations because emotions get involved and then they're not really sure what the truth is because it's emotional. Recommend best books to master that. Probably my book, Nerfa, How to Achieve a 10 out of 10 Relationship. Go to Amazon. It's on Amazon. That's probably the best, biasly said by me. Yeah, Christina, sort of human nature to a certain degree. Hey, which is okay. Not bad. Hey, CB. Advice for being new to casual dating after being in a long-term relationship. Emily, try to have fun. Don't try to move too fast in dating, right? So if you're new to dating, I want you to try to follow this timeline. So meet someone great on online dating. Go on a date with that person about once a week. Make sure they're proper high value dates. He's picking you up, taking you on proper dates. And then after about 3 dates, if you really like him, you'll go exclusive. Okay. And then you keep going on dates. And then around the 8-week mark, you become official boyfriend, girlfriend, if you like him. Now, just one mistake some people make, they get to have a long-term relationship. They go on a date with somebody new who is not their ideal partner, but because it's new, they think it's great and they think that person's special when they aren't. It's just they're new. So don't fall in love with the first new person you see. Okay. When your husband wants you to be okay with him watching adult content, it feels hurtful, but most men do it. Shay, not only most, I would say 99.99999%. Yeah. Even your grandpa. Yeah. I wish we lived in a perfect world where it didn't exist, but we do. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's too ingrained for generations. My general level of advice is don't worry about it. Okay. Which I know doesn't sound very good. There's some things in life you can't do anything about it. So control the controllables. Ordering your book today, super excited. Awesome, my friend. Let me know what you think of my book. It becomes an issue if it prioritizes the intimacy in the bedroom, in the relationship. It does, yeah. So in a relationship, you want to be intimate 3 times a week, and anything which stops that happening should be mitigated. What's a high value date? Dinner or what? Yeah, dinner and hopefully some sort of activity beforehand, ideally. Know your worth, don't settle for less, but remember our relationship is also about compromise and accepting each other. Correct. What's interesting in a 10 out of 10 relationship, you compromise all the time, but it doesn't feel like compromise, which is good. How to overcome trauma from my ex? You got to convince yourself you don't have it, which I know sounds confusing. We're in a culture where people are taught to really explore and almost hold on to their trauma. Trauma is a made up thing, same as fear or confidence. You can't hold it. You know what I mean? It's not so much made up, but it's not tangible. Okay. Which also means you can let it go. Same as fear, same as confidence. There's positive and negative things, which are made up brains, right? Trauma is one of those things as well. How many dates a month should be going on? 2 to 4. Thanks, Susan. Appreciate it. Been together for over 3 years, have a baby, and still hasn't proposed or even talks about it. Alana, do you talk about it? So do you believe if a man can watch it, then a woman in a relationship can too? Sure. Anybody can watch it, Heather. I don't really care, just as long as it doesn't negatively impact the relationship. Yeah. How do you view Muslim polygamy? Bad. Yeah. I only teach monogamy. I don't care what your religion is. I've helped Muslim people achieve 10 out of 10 relationships, but monogamously. Yeah. So no multiple wives. Okay. I helped one Muslim couple get married. But it's just monogamous. Yeah. I'll bring it up on occasion. He says he wants to eventually, but other than that, nothing. Alana, you need to put a bit more pressure on. You need to say something like, I really, really, really want to get engaged this year. So it's got to be this year, honey. 2025, I really want to get engaged this year. But multiple wife is okay rather than cheating, right? I suppose, but I don't want you to do that, Nefa. Okay. Regardless of religion, monogamy is the way to go. One man, one woman, just nice and beautiful. No multiple people. Yeah, even if it's agreed upon, it's still no good. Do you believe a relationship can move on from cheating? Not usually, Sam. Cheating is a very devastating thing for the soul. So trying to move on from it is extremely difficult. It's nature. No. Men really love multiple women, right? No, it's a myth. A lot of people believe men can't be monogamous. Load of rubbish. Completely load of rubbish. I'd even take it a step further and say men cannot love more than one woman at once. Not really. He can like more than one, but in love, you only can be in love with one person at a time. Okay. So no, it's not nature. That's a myth. I think human beings naturally should be monogamous and basically always have been. Yeah. Even 10,000 years ago. All right. They may not have been monogamous for very long. It might have only been a few years each relationship, but they still were monogamous during that period. But don't worry about that. Just be monogamous. Don't worry about the history of it. We've been seeing each other for 6 months and we hooked up recently and haven't heard from him. I need to know more about the situation. Hey, Leslie. Thanks, Fast. Once cheated on or you have been cheated on someone, not only is the trust broken, but always be brought up every single fight and argument, you'll never get past it. Yeah, it's too devastating. It's too extreme. Any dating apps that work, most dating apps work to a certain degree. Some work slightly better than others, but what's more important is how you use them. Nors, to be honest, I'm sick of talking about it. People ask me the question on adult content every day. I'm sick of talking about it. It's every day. My best friend of over 3 years asked me to start seeing each other 5 months ago. It's intimate. His actions and intentions showing he's all in, but hasn't used the L word. Okay. Okay. You definitely should have said it by now, Sam. Yeah. So usually you'd say I love you around the 8 week mark. The problem is you're doing it with a friend, so the relationship dynamic's different. Do you do solo calls every day? Or do both partners need to be on the call? No, they don't have to be. I guess the real problem, huh? Short answer, Nors, no, it's not a real problem. It's not, no. It's not a real problem, really. It's somewhat like a secondary or a tertiary problem. It's not really a primary problem, believe it or not. Yeah. Can you explain why men cheat? If a man cheats on you, it's because he doesn't love you, and he's also a coward. If a man loves you, he cannot cheat on you. It's not possible. After how many days should you have the exclusivity talk? Usually about 2 or 3 dates. Breaking exclusivity with your wife isn't a real problem. Nor's you. The problem is you think adult content is breaking exclusivity. Here's the thing: if your grandpa read a Playboy magazine, is that breaking exclusivity with your grandma? Because I guarantee he did it. I don't think it is. It's not. It's not good, but I don't think it's breaking exclusivity. What's your opinion on going through your partner's phone? Abby, I teach full phone transparency. Full phone transparency. So I say it's totally okay. Yep. Nors, I know you do. I know you do, my friend. And the thought and the thing is, if you do, then you're going to have a lot of trouble in relationships moving forward. Yeah. You're discovering something which has always happened, always will happen, and there's nothing you can do to change it. You're letting an uncontrollable thing destroy you. Thanks, Amy. Guys, ask me your relationship questions. Please share my live so I can have more people just like you. And guys, if you really need help, don't message me. I get too many messages every day. Don't message me. Just book in a call. It's way easier. Just go to my website, links in my profile, put your details in, book in a call. I'll call you. I do about a handful a day. Each free call goes for about 30 minutes. Yeah, don't message me. I get so many messages. It's annoying. Just book in a call. It's way easier. Boyfriend goes on a trip with other girls. I'm not invited. Separate holidays are really bad for relationships. His ex is still in love with him and in the same friend group. No, they shouldn't do that. No, he shouldn't be in the same friend group as her. Do you have any advice on how to date using dating apps? Yeah, for sure. So what I usually do, Suzanne, is I build your profile for you. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to try to get sort of one high value date a week. Proper dates. Yeah. But having a great profile helps a lot because it attracts in people you actually do want to see. How do you handle we've already both done all the big things in life, previous partners, marriage, children, buying homes, traveling. We've both been in marriages before. What do you mean? I know you've already done everything before, but what do you mean? Yeah. You could just, I would just try to turn it around and say, yes, but it's going to be better this time. Yeah. Cancer ruins relationships. It ruins a lot of things for sure. Cameron, I need to know about your situation. Tell me more. What are your thoughts on if you get a successful date and the man expects you to pay? Ugh. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. So ideally, the man should pay for every date, every time. Yeah. Thanks, Abby. Appreciate it. Day of the year, he wasn't ready to move in, broke up with him. Is this valid? 100%. Yeah. So I usually recommend moving in around the 6 to 9 month mark. If it gets to the 9 month mark and one of the people in the relationship don't want to live together, that's a pretty big red flag. 24 female, 36-year-old male. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah, completely. Nothing major is left to be just ours. Yes. Yes, that is true. But awaken, that's kind of like saying, look, I've already taken a million breaths. Why do I need to keep breathing? Or I've already had 10,000 meals. Why do I want to have another meal? You know what I mean? I've been to the gym 100,000 times. Why should I stop going? Why do I need to keep going? Life's not a one and done type thing, is it? I'm 40 in January, 2 kids, been single 2 years. Can I really find someone? Yes. Dating apps are awful. Kelly, you definitely can find someone. Dating apps are not awful. Dating apps are a tool. Dating apps are just a tool. Dating apps are a tool like a pen. Okay. A toddler using a pen, it's very messy. But someone who's a master at calligraphy, they're fantastic at it, right? But it's the same pen. It's just a tool. It's how you use it which matters. You want to help using it? Book and a call. 3 months in, and he says, I'm his girl and not his girlfriend. Weird. Veronica, you can ask him for clarification, but it's probably what he means. JK, you want to see him, a minimum every 2 weeks. Guy I'm seeing wanted to be exclusive, but said he wouldn't delete Tinder because he paid for it. Oh, that's a bad sentence to hear. I have a neighbor who seems to be on the spectrum. I like him a lot, but he has never been in a relationship. We got intimate, but he doesn't try to get deeper emotionally or ask to be official. Yeah, I've seen this problem before. My advice: don't waste too much time with a man who can't be in a loving relationship with you. 4 weeks, Stephen. 4 weeks to live together is obviously too fast. 6 months, yeah. Noticing men I pick are all talking and no show. What do I help to change that? Yeah. Rach, there must be something wrong you're doing in the dating phase. Look, book in a call. Book in a call with me. We'll have a chat. It's hard for me to say at the moment, but if I look through how you're doing it, there'd be something probably. Boyfriend won't call me darling because he's used to calling his ex that. Fair enough. Yeah. Hey, Georgia. So if you have a specific pet name, something that you like, ask him to call you that. My boyfriend was previously married and has a kid. He is serious about me, but his ex-wife is very involved because of the kid and now is trying to intrude in our relationship by setting boundaries. What are the boundaries, Charisse? Can you give me some examples? Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Tiggs. How long should you wait for a proposal? Corinne, it usually takes about 12 to 18 months, I recommend. Yeah. So if you're dating someone for about 12 to 18 months, you live together, he should propose somewhere around that stage. If it gets to the 3-year mark and no proposal, it's probably not going to happen. Hey, Lauren. Good to see you, my friend. 5 years and nothing for me. Won't even move in with me. Sounds like you wasted 5 years. Hey, Tyler. Easier if you sleep in it. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. Here to help. Another note, why do I keep choosing emotionally unavailable men? Marta, maybe there's a part of you which wants to fail. Have you thought of that? How do I spoil my husband? Great question, Lisa. Gifts, buying nice gifts are good. Yeah. Words of affirmation, affection, intimacy. Dated his ex for 6 years, never got engaged. I got it after 14 months. Good, Nicole. Good. Yeah. If someone's your ideal partner, it should happen fairly organically between 12 to 18 months. Kitty, the real question is how much more time are you going to waste? We're very different affection and intimacy wise. I'm very touchy and cuddly. He isn't. Can it work? Maybe. Maybe. It's okay if the man's a little bit less affectionate than you are, as long as he still allows you to be affectionate. If he doesn't allow you to be affectionate and pushes you away, then that is bad. Marta, if you want to see some changes, if you actually do want to achieve a 10 out of 10 this year, book in a free call with me. Okay, guys, everyone gets one free call. Goes for about 30 minutes. If you do want to do a call, go to my profile. On my profile, there's a website link. It says matt.coaching.com. Click that link, put your details in. I'll give you a call. I will make sure you achieve it this year. You can all achieve a 10 out of 10, guys, and it's fairly fast. We just got to do it the right way. Can't wait much longer. I'm 37. Kitty, if you want to get married and have a baby, yeah, we got to achieve a 10 out of 10 this year within the next 6 months. Yeah. I'm so jealous of your wife. Yeah, she's got a fantastic life for sure. Okay, Kitty, hit out. Would you take your spouse back if you cheated? I wouldn't. No. Cheating is a fairly devastating thing. If you're married and they sleep with somebody else, it's not really any going back, is there? Hey, Kim. Here to help, my friend. Guys, I want to see all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10. You can all achieve it. You really can. You can all achieve a proper 10 out of 10 relationship. We just got to really master this stuff. Yeah. You can all do it 100%. Ask me your relationship questions, guys, and please share my life so I can help more people just like you. When help all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10 properly. Thanks, Kitty. How soon after dating would you be okay with intimacy? You can be intimate basically straight away. You can be intimate on the first date if you want to. It won't make any difference whether someone's your ideal partner or not. Actually, statistically, if you are fairly intimate fairly fast, it actually increases the chances of becoming a 10 out of 10. The longer you wait, it actually decreases the chance. Been seeing him for nearly 3 months. Should I ask him his intentions? It should be obvious by now. You guys should be official and in love and said I love you to each other and be proper boyfriend, girlfriend. Why to give your daughter about dating in high school? My husband and I are out of the loop. Yeah, it's not too complicated. Don't put up with disrespect. Set boundaries if you need to. And no matter what you do not get pregnant until you're married. That's it. And teach her about, safe intimacy practices. That's it. That's about all you can do. Go on a holiday, rekindle what we had. How do we do it? Try to get the man to plan as much as he can. Okay. And it's mainly the attitude you go into it with. Yeah. Super positive. When it is just kids, around 3 months. My sister's going through a messy break. Her ex-partner is abusive. What advice can I give her? Be super selfish. Yeah. Try to really put herself first thoroughly. As an overthinker, how much is talking about how I feel becoming too much? You're probably doing it every day, Aubrey, by the sounds of it. Yeah. You probably need to focus on less talking and more action. Tiki, yeah, well said. I signed up for a free call. I don't feel comfortable passing my number online, so hopefully my email will be enough. Mara, I can't call you on your email. How can I call you if you didn't put your number in, Marta? That's just silly, my friend. The free call is I call you on the phone. You have to put your number in, buddy. I don't know. I can't call you if there's no number. Come on. Okay. Kim here to help. Your boyfriend being official for 2 months, but he hasn't said I love you. Is that normal? Is that a problem? It is a problem, yeah. What's your stance on prenups? Pretty common these days, yeah. Marta, you want me to send you a link in your email? Ask me your relationship questions. Guys, please share my life. Ask me your questions. I'm here to help. My outlook on marriage changed since being single mom. Yeah. What's your stance on people who are single a long time? If you're single for a very long time, it's going to be quite challenging to get into a relationship again because you get very comfortable in being single. And then any hurdle you face, you'll just go, I'll just be single. It's too easy to revert back. So I got to really push people quite hard to get out of that mindset. No worries, Marta. I can do, buddy. I was single for about 5 years now in a relationship, so not always. Oh, no, definitely. You can be single a super long time and still find someone, 100%. Sam, good job booking in the call, my friend. Look forward to chatting to you. Was on a date 2.5 months ago and I couldn't care less how it went, so took a break. How long do I wait? Bronx, look, to be honest, I've seen people wait 5 years and then they start dating again and they're still in the same emotional place they were in 5 years ago. Time doesn't make you ready, okay? When I'm coaching someone my job is basically to get you ready, which usually takes 2 or 3 months. That's it. If it's taking you longer than 3 months to get ready emotionally to date, you're doing something wrong. Yeah. It doesn't take that long. It's not based on time, yeah. Try really hard to master masculine and feminine energy, guys, as well. That's going to really help with dating quite thoroughly. Okay. If you can get really good at masculine and feminine energy, you're going to be a lot better in relationships, communication, dating, more attractive, everything. Everything improves. Let's see, Emily, how can I show interest in early stages of dating without coming off clingy? So, Emily, before meeting my wife, I went on a lot of dates, right? When I went on a date with my wife, she was super clingy, super into me, super affectionate. There was zero doubt in my mind that she thought I was amazing, right? And was super into me. And that's how I knew she was the one. So don't be afraid to be clingy. Yeah. A lot of women are afraid to be clingy, and they come and they try to be cool, but it comes across as cold. And then the guy's sitting there going, I don't really know if she likes me. And if you're a masculine, mature man who doesn't like to play games, you just go, I don't know if she really likes me, so I'm not going to really worry about her too much. Yeah. Is it true cheaters are always cheaters, or can they change? Clarity, people do change. Like a 40-year-old man who cheated when he was 20 but hasn't done anything, hasn't cheated in 20 years, different person. I want to break with my partner because he's broke, but I feel bad because he's trying. If you want to break up with someone, you can just do it. You don't need a reason to do it. Okay, you can just dump him. Yep. Let's see. Nico, if that's true, buddy, you're a bad person. Yeah. Yeah. Cheating, you shouldn't want to cheat and lie. Life is amazing. You can just live life and just be a good person and tell the truth. You don't need to lie. Okay, you don't need to cheat. Dating apps are awful. Where are the quality people over age 45? Missy, how long have you been trying to do this? How long have you been on online dating trying to do it? What makes a guy fall for a girl? It's, well, in short, it's a beautiful mix of chemistry, compatibility, X factor. Like, it's all the things mixed together, building attraction. Yeah. Missy, 3 months. Okay. Missy, book and call with me. I'll build your profile. I'll show you how to do it properly. Okay. My boyfriend calls his mum every night to say, "Night, love you." He's 33 years old and an only child. It's understandable if he's an only child. He's probably been doing his whole life. Bit of a habit. Am I being too sensitive that I found my boyfriend talking to OF girls and want to break up? I would say that's breakup worthy. Yeah. Another question for someone. My friend, a 6-year relationship, has issues with a mother putting pressure and judging her behind her back. Mom's controlling and affecting her. Any advice? Stop putting so much power into her mother's word. Yeah, who cares what her mother thinks? She needs to detach from that thought. Should I reach out and ask how his day was and if he didn't keep the conversation going from yesterday? Yeah, for sure. Yep. Try to be a bit more flirty, Beth, as well. Don't be afraid to flirt. Have a bit of fun with it. Yeah. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. Here to help. Want to see all you guys in a 10 out of 10? No, Heather, I don't. Just lots of birds outside. Do you think this is breakup worthy? I feel like talking to your mum every night is not normal. Well, Hannah, first thing, you don't need a reason to break up with somebody. Okay. He's an only child who's very close to his mother, who talks to his mum every night. Pretty normal for only children. Okay. In very big families, you don't talk to your parents very often. Okay. But only children are a little bit different. But if you want to dump him, do it. Do it. Okay. He doesn't sound like he's a bad person, but it depends whether you like him or not. If you need him to change this behavior because you don't like it, he's probably not the right person for you. I've been with my guy for 2 years and just now has been saying that he wants a sugar mama. Is he joking? Thanks, Amy. My husband has a mistress. I left. How soon should I wait to meet other people? If you're not living with your ex, you can start dating other people, is my rule. I've been talking to a guy I matched with on a dating app. We have been voice noting a bit today, and it seems to be me making the effort to ask him. What are you asking him? Just in general? Some guys aren't very good conversationalists, and they aren't very good at really asking questions about people, which is bad. As opposed to him asking more about me, yeah. Not sure if it's down to nerves. Could be Claire. Ideally, so what you want to do when you meet someone online dating, guys, you want to try to escalate it to a video call as soon as possible. What do you consider boundaries with an ex-partner, parent, an ex-parent of a child when you have moved on and remarried? There's lots of good boundaries you can set, as in your ex doesn't come into your home. Okay. That's a good one. You can do almost all communication just via text message, so it's in writing and it's professional. No physical touching, obviously, of any kind. Limited interactions as much as possible. That's about it. What are your thoughts about being on a date with a man he's ex-called twice? When we got to our destination, he said, "Can you go in and get a table? I'm going to FaceTime my son." Well, I waited 10 minutes for him. Yeah, that's not great. Is that a first date? Because that's really bad. If they don't agree with that, you should be a deal breaker. Yeah. So Ray, it can be very hard for people setting boundaries with their ex. They need to try. They might not get it right immediately, but as long as they're trying and it's improving, it's okay. If they're not trying, it's bad. How to approach a partner who's very close, cannot open up, no showing of emotions. What emotions do you want to see? Like, has he said, "I love you" before? Or is he there's just nothing? Can a serial cheater change with the right therapy and willingness? I suppose it's possible, but look, don't waste your time, dude. Don't waste your time. If you meet a guy and he's had 10 girlfriends and he's cheated on all 10 of them, just delete him. Just don't talk to him again. You're wasting your time. Okay? Ask me your relationship questions, guys. I'm here to help. Coach thousands of people. I want to help all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10. The guy I've been seeing just went silent over the weekend. What should I do? So is he just not responding to your messages, or you haven't sent anything either? Guys, if you really need help, for those who don't know, I do one-on-one free calls with people. I only do about a handful a day. I got about 2 spots left. If you do want to do a free call with me, it goes for about 30 minutes. So go to my profile, click the link, put your details in. The link in my profile, it says mattcoach.com. Click that, put your details in. I'll give you a call today. We'll have a one-on-one chat. I'll help you succeed. All you guys can succeed. You just got to learn to do it the right way, okay? A lot of you guys are making some simple mistakes, which with a few tweaks can make a big difference. Together 3 years, found leak content, now I'm blocked. Okay. Well, that's bad. That is bad. Some of you girls are you really choose the wrong guys over and over and over again. It's very easy to be successful if you don't choose the wrong people. Okay. I know that's, fairly obvious. Yeah. Yeah, Raylan, I see it a lot. Got such bad judgment in men. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's interesting? Obviously talk to a lot of women every day, and they all say that they're very high value people, right? Which is good. The thing is, they consider themselves high value, but they only pick low value guys. Now, that's not a very high value thing to do, is it? Yeah. If you're a high value person, you should only allow high value people into your life. Yeah. Sarah, I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you if you're open to it, my friend. If you do want my help so you can actually succeed, book in a call. Becca, I don't like any flirting, buddy. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. Here to help. What if your partner allows low value people into the life as he chooses to be around low value people? He shouldn't do that. Yeah, he shouldn't do that. That's not a good sign. But you also can't say, hey, get rid of all your friends. That doesn't usually go too well. You can say, do you think these guys are high value type people? Are these guys making it better, do you think? Best place to meet someone, online dating. Online dating. Yes, Chili, online dating. Yep. Do you have a book? I sure do. How to Achieve a 10 out of 10 Relationship. Great book. It's on Amazon. Yeah, just type in Jake Maddock on Amazon. You'll see it. Chili, online dating is good if you use it correctly. My husband puts everyone first before me, including mates, always thinking of me last. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah. Lulabelle, I'm going to tell you a secret. If a man likes spending time with his friends more than you, it's because he likes his friends more than you. Okay? He finds his friends more enjoyable to be with than you are. Try to find ways to become more fun. Can you send it to Ireland? It's just on Amazon. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Amazon is in Ireland. Should I reach out to him or stay calm? Reach out, but you can double text, but never triple text, okay? Worse is being fooled by a great human you have known for years, then they are way different as a spouse. Yeah. Raylan, book in a call, buddy. Yeah, Natasha, look it up. I'm fairly sure in Ireland you can get it. Yeah. a lot of people, I know a lot of people in the US and UK buy it. So I'm assuming it should be fine. Marielle, good job booking in a call, my friend. Look forward to chatting to you. If you want to book in a call like Muriel, guys, go to my profile. In my profile, there's a link. It says mattcoaching.com. Click that link, put your details in. I'll give you a call, we'll have a chat. Before I call, guys, I'll send a text message and we'll find a time. Thanks, Natasha. I'm a stay-at-home mum, and he always says he can't talk to me. I have nothing to talk about. Yeah. So, Lilabelle, you can be a stay-at-home mum and still be fun to talk to, still work on things. Yeah. You can go places. You can make friends. You can be flirty, sexy, affectionate, intimate. Yeah. Have hobbies, work on goals. There's some people who have, who are stay-at-home mums and have a fantastic, awesome life. When you know it's time to end a relationship as a man, when you know that person's not your ideal partner and you cannot get it to a 10 out of 10. Is it a red flag of a guy who's obsessed with video games? I think so, yeah. For me, it is. Is your accent from England, Australia? Yeah. There's some similarities between the accents, though. Progression of a relationship from first date to intimacy is kissing. Lisa, I like the way you worded it. It sounded like a game show. When you're asking the question, it's over. Yeah, usually, unless you're a really bad overthinker leading to self-sabotage. Which is most women. Yeah, and the problem is as well, Leslie, if you're a woman and you find a guy who isn't that masculine, he will allow you to self-sabotage. If you get with a masculine man and you try to self-sabotage, he'll go, nah, don't be silly. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, let's keep going. And he'll push through that silly overthinking. Why do you recommend having kids? For a million reasons. A, it's probably the best thing you're going to do as a human being. B, it's also good for the world. Okay. People aren't having enough kids. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. What advice do you have for a young man dealing with father wound? Shut up, probably is my advice. Oh, my dad wasn't very nice to me. Shut up. Did he beat you with a rake every day? Who cares? Shut up. Yeah. Stop complaining about the past. Be a man. That's my advice. Okay. My partner is happy for me to pay for most things and annoys me. Yeah. Try to give him some reassurance. So say, hey, look, I would love if you paid for some of this stuff. It'd make me feel like you really care a lot. Hey, Wendy. What do you do if a woman wants kids and marriage, but the man doesn't want to? Should I leave? On a long enough time scale, definitely. Yep. What would you say do it if it gets comfortable with my presence? Sorry, Emily, you lost me, buddy. Is gambling a form of infidelity? I suppose infidelity is basically, betraying your partner. I suppose it can be. Love the brutal honesty, 100%. What advice can you give me with dating men? I have kids. It seems like they all want intimacy. So intimacy is not bad, firstly. Okay. If you meet a guy on online dating and he wants to sleep with you, good. It means he finds you attractive. Your ideal partner will want to sleep with you. It would be bad if he didn't. Okay. But the rule is if a guy wants to see you, it must be a high value date. Yeah. GG, yeah, that's the question. So usually, well, how old are you, for one? Why do you not use empathy in your advice? Steph, I help men be more masculine. and women be more feminine. Okay. Your boyfriend doesn't need a shoulder to cry on. Okay. That's not going to help him at all. All right. GG, booking a call, buddy. Links in my profile. What shapes men like you who are intuitive, confident, experienced, therapy life experiences? Mara, it's probably all of that combined. Yeah, it's probably like a million things into one. Not therapy, though. That's stupid. No. Life experience, goals, how you're raised. It's a whole bunch of things wrapped into one, but not therapy. That's silly. No. What are we looking for in an ideal partner? A beautiful mix of chemistry, compatibility, X factor, and they can do the job. It must be all 4 boxes ticked. Must be. When do you know if you should push through a problem? It depends what it is, but majority of the time, what's X factor? Great question. I would describe it as Disney dust in the air. Yeah. Why does he only text me at nighttime? Is he busy during the day? Even then, he should still text you first thing in the morning, ideally. I'm sick of everyone and has taken me out once for a day, but it's been seeing me for 2 years. That's a very bad sign. Very bad sign. Raylan, good job booking in a call, my friend. Look forward to chatting to you. Guys, if any more of you guys want to book in a call, you can. I will try to get to you. I might not be able to, but I'll try today, okay? When a man doesn't respond back in 4 weeks and then messages you back like pigeons and cream, I would block and delete them. Yeah. Guys, ask yourself the question. So if you're going through dating and relationships, ask yourself the question, is this something my ideal partner would do? Is this something my ideal partner would say? If the answer is no, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Would your ideal partner disappear for 4 weeks, come back and send a message? No. Delete him. Yeah. Simple question. Is a red flag if a guy doesn't contact the girl does all the contacting? Yes. So relieved my fiance is quitting vaping. It was super off-putting. Healthy living for the win. Good job, Nicole. 100%. When you have a 10 out of 10, you don't really have too many worries. The only worry you really have is your true love dying. That's about it. Yeah. Which is obviously inevitable. But other than that, good to go. Yeah, that's the only worry that you have, which is brilliant. Thanks, Travel. Appreciate it, my friend. Guys, ask me your relationship questions. I'm here to help. And please share my life so I can help more people just like you. Want to help all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10. And you can all achieve it too. I don't think I'm a firm believer everyone can achieve it. I know what women want. Nico, look, everything you've said on the live so far, dude, is absolutely silly. That's why I haven't been, answering your stuff. It's everything you said is stupid. Yeah. When a guy asks to be friends because we both have to heal and see what happens down the road, block and delete him. Is it a red flag if he takes a guy longer than a day to reply to calls or texts? Yes, 100%. Yep. That's tough the question. We all walk around with phones in our hands basically 24/7, right? How long does it take to send a text message? If you really like someone, you're sitting there, you're waiting for the message. Oh, message. Like you're waiting for it. Yeah. My husband told me, lowered his standards to be with me, and then said he didn't mean it. But did he? Maybe. So sometimes men say stupid stuff without any malice or forethought. They didn't think about it beforehand. They didn't think of it as an insult. Yeah. We all say stupid stuff sometimes. You want to give men sometimes the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. My wife and I are both introverted, and I feel we're drifting away. Is that typical for two introverts? Bit of a funny take. I don't really believe that much into people who are introverted or extroverted. I think they're silly labels. I think because I've seen people drastically change their lifestyle depending on their own level of confidence. When I coach someone and I improve their mindset and their confidence goes up, suddenly they're very, very extroverted. When their confidence is low and they feel insecure in themselves, they're quite introverted. But people say, oh, well, you're just extroverted or introverted. Are you? Or maybe is it based on some other things? Confidence, discipline, motivation. Maybe it's based on some other things as well in there. Yeah. I would get rid of those silly little labels and think, okay, well, what's an ideal life look like for me? What's an ideal life look like for us? And then start working towards that instead of thinking, well, maybe I'm introverted. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe stop doing that. Women nowadays are undateable. I strongly disagree. I help people achieve 10 out of 10s every day. I think people are fantastic. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks, Caroline. If a man seems to be backing away because of stress, but vocally says they want to continue, worth staying around, it is potentially what I want you to try to do is be a distraction. So don't give him a shoulder to cry on. Instead, do things which distract him from the stress. But also get him to do ice baths all the time. Get him out of his body. Yeah, that's going to help as well. I'm going to attract a 10 out of 10 if I'm not really a 10 out of 10. I don't believe in perfectionism. On a good day, I'd give myself a 7 out of 10. Yeah, Marty, you're overthinking it. I met this guy. He would do anything for me, but there are some things that I don't like about him. I talked to him and he said he will do his best to improve. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. What did you say to this poor fellow? You gave him a list of things he needs to improve to be your partner? It's a pretty big red flag, what you just did. He says he's not attracted to me or anyone else, and intimacy is for me, not him. Does that seem normal? No, not even a little bit. No. The guy I was speaking to for 3 weeks, talking stages, ghosts me. What do I do? Nothing. He doesn't like you. If someone ghosts you, they don't like you, which is bad. But I mean, what can you do? If someone ghosts you, were you going to send them 1,000 messages? I mean, if someone ghosts you, they ghost you. There's nothing really you can do about it. It sucks, and you just got to roll on with it. If someone ghosts you, then we don't like them. Megan, well said. I like that. Yeah, 100%. Nor should you. Yeah. If someone ghosts you, you should say to yourself, well, they're dead to me now. I don't want to talk to that person again. 100%. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. Here to help. Want to see all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10? They're not interested. No one plays games with the people they like. Yeah. Well, a masculine man doesn't play games with anybody as well. Remember that. Do we need to have an it's over conversation, or can it be done if he hasn't been talking? Darcy, do you want to end it? I thought you wanted to save it. Women want a bad boy till they're 30. Then when they want to settle down, all the nice guys are gone. Your negative self-beliefs are holding you back from success. You're allowing what you're doing, brother. I know you're young. You're allowing negative men to fill your head with rubbish. It's not like that. Okay. Not like that at all. Women aren't super into bad boys all the time. Okay. Women want a man who's a masculine man who has a sense of strength and discipline and integrity within himself, right? It's about strength and masculine energy. All right. This negative thing you're fueling in your mind full of insecurity, it's going to make sure that you don't succeed in the future. Yeah. He has his phone 24/7 in his hand, but it takes too long to reply to me. Yeah, it's a red flag. You're making me think he's not interested because he's not responding to text for days. Darcy, how long have you been with this guy? Marta, how do you expect me to answer that question? The thing is, I don't feel like he's the one, but he's nice and accepts me for a handicapped daughter. Carol, if you don't feel like one guy's the one, stop seeing him. Yeah. Darcy, 2 months in, it should be fairly light and fluffy conversation. Not responding for days, that's a red flag. Be nice doesn't mean you're not masculine, though. Being keen to settle as a man is now a turnoff. Some of you guys have very warped views on the world, very negative, very jaded and cynical. What have you noticed all successful long distance relationships have? They're not very long distance for very long. Human beings are very bad at long distance. We need to see each other in person, skin to skin. My ex-boyfriend told me I was too masculine. I'm wondering if I have any videos of being more feminine. Heaps, Christina. Masculine feminine energy is definitely one of the sort of main things that I do and teach. My avoidant ex dumped me because I asked for more openness 20 days ago. Kathleen, maybe he just doesn't like you. Maybe he's not an avoidant. Maybe he just doesn't like you. If someone dumps you, you shouldn't want them to come back. What does this guy show more interest in me when I stop giving him attention? Yeah, not a great sign in either of you guys. It should be more organic, Emily. So when you meet your ideal partner, it's I like you too. Let's be together. And then it's just a beautiful organic, you're not really thinking about that sort of stuff because it's fairly consistent and in quite a large degree of communication. That's right, Leslie. Your ideal partner will never dump you. If you're with someone and they dump you, they're not your ideal partner. Been together for 2 years. He said he needs a week to think, decide if he wants this relationship. It's over. In the future, what's the best way to find a masculine man as a busy businesswoman? Well, online dating, Darcy, but you got to do it properly. Darcy, look, if you want to do it fast-ish and you want to avoid all the headaches, book in a call with me. I'll show you how to do it, okay? Should the guy always lead at the start? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Leading is also a bit of a complicated thing, though, so you don't want to overthink it too much. Yeah. Darcy, here to help. Surprisingly, I actually coach a lot of women who own businesses. Heaps. I like when they're ghosting me, doing a favor and making space for someone better. Good mindset. Good mindset, my friend. 100%. Taking something negative, making it a positive, that's brilliant. Should you ask him for commitment or should he bring it up? I would love if the man bring it up. Yeah. Learn it from you. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All these little things, guys, they all add up. Yeah. If you really want to be successful, all these little things, these little 1% things that I teach you, they're all going to add up and then it's easy to be successful. It all builds in together, like little steps up a ladder. Yeah. What do you think about having a toxic relationship only in bed, not outside of it? Risky, my friend. Yeah. Make sure your relationship gets to a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is what you're going for. Yeah. Builds confidence, 100%. Should I should I have a deadline for the talk? As in the talk to become official? That's usually around 8 weeks. If a man, after dating you for 4 months, it went amazing, at least I thought so, break up with you because he is overwhelmed and so busy with his son, it's a poor excuse. Work in college, can it be a case or just an excuse? It's always an excuse. If a guy dumps you, the reason is he doesn't like you. No matter what he says. Doesn't matter what it is. He could come up with the most beautiful, elaborate, poetic excuse you could possibly think of. If a guy breaks up with you, it's because he doesn't like you. That is 100% the answer, 100% of the time. How do you know if it's heading towards a relationship? You'll start to feel love in the air, basically. No contact for 7 months. Maybe it's time to move on. Hey, Nathan. We've been seeing each other for 6 months now. Everything is going well, but not satisfying in bed. It's not great. That's not good. Okay. 6 months in, Mimi, the intimacy should be a 10 out of 10. It should be extremely good. Extremely good. If it's not good and you're already 6 months in, that's a very large red flag. What if a guy cheats on you more than once? Even one time is bad. Texas, what are you doing, buddy? Don't put up with that rubbish. Don't put up with it, okay? Depending on mine and my partner's age, we're 25 and 38. It's okay, but I wouldn't go much more. Should a woman offer to pay on the second date? No. So even on the 600th date, the man should still pay. What should you do when a guy you're dating pulls back, or is there a difference in the vibe? See him in person and use your feminine beauty and charm to build attraction in person. So you're going to go online for an afternoon, straight away ask me on a date. Is that too quick? It's not too quick to ask you on a date as long as the date's not the same day. So if you start talking to a guy on a Saturday, don't go on a date with him Saturday night. Okay. I like to have sort of a 48-hour buffer in there. My friend lost his wife 5 months ago. We kissed, held hands, but he's not ready. Should I wait or move on? Your ideal partner's ready now. Girlfriend left me after 4 years, no reason, gone. There is a reason, and the reason is she doesn't like you. I can't get intimate with other women. Is it I'm broken or low? Brother, book on a call. We'll have a chat, okay? My guy friend keeps cheating with his ex-girlfriend. He left the ex for a girl they both knew. Texas, you definitely should not be friends with someone who cheats. If you're friends with someone who cheats, you're a bad person. Nicole, that's good. That's perfect. Should you have Snapchat in a long-term relationship? Snapchat's stupid. If you're an adult, you shouldn't have Snapchat. No kiss on the first date. Is that normal? No, it's not normal. Next, live with me and I paid for barely anything. Okay, your ex, you definitely should not live with your ex. That's definitely a bad idea, obviously. I see stuff saying men fall in love during a woman's absence. What's your take? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So dumb. Where do these sayings come from? Yeah. Does that sound true? It sounds pretty stupid. Oh, man. Should I pay for half the dinner dates? No. The man pays for the dates. Emily, a masculine man doesn't like chasing. Chasing is somewhat of a game. Okay. Masculine men don't have the patience for games. Dating, send him a message. Send him a message. Make it flirty. Yeah. Ask me your relationship questions, guys. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. And if you really need help, book in a free call with me. Okay. Everyone gets one free call. If you do want to do a free call with me, go to my profile, click the link, put your details in. I'll give you a call. We'll have a chat. I'll help you out. Okay. It goes for about 30 minutes. Links in my profile. Women over 50 dating, when do you usually move to intimacy after how many dates? Usually fairly fast, to be honest. Yeah. Waiting a long time to be intimate, it doesn't improve anything. In fact, it usually decreases the chance of achieving a 10 out of 10. So usually do it fairly quick, to be honest. Yeah. Opinions on two people in a relationship with autism. If you're happy, I'm happy, Haley. Is barbecue food too messy for a first date? Oh, no. Could be okay. Yeah. It's okay to get a little bit messy on a first date. I probably try to avoid any food which is going to make digestive system a bit upset. You know what I mean? So if you eat a very large Indian meal, cuisine, for example, and you need to go to the toilet a lot afterwards, probably not very romantic. So probably avoid stuff like that. Yeah. You want to try to make it romantic, ideally. Is it normal for a guy not to ask questions? Guys will naturally ask less questions than women, but they should still ask some. Yeah, they should still ask some. Ask me your questions, guys. Let's see. I've been watching your content for so long, I never realized you had an accent. Yeah, I live in Australia. Yeah. Why do men hate it when women ask too many questions? I don't know if they hate it. It can be annoying if the question's too vague and hard to answer, because then it feels like a interview. What are good dating sites to be on? Diane, my favorite ones are Tinder and Hinge. So I make profiles every day for people. I coach a lot of people. I make new profiles every day. I really enjoy making profiles, actually. But yeah, the ones I've seen the most success: Hinge, Tinder, Facebook dating, Bumble. Yeah. Here's a good test for you. If you're on online dating, you should be getting about one high value date a week. If you're not getting one high value date a week, you're probably not using it correctly. Is 6 months talking to a guy and still no movement a red flag? Yes. Huge red flag. You're wasting your time. Yep. How often do you expect to hear from a guy you went out with recently? A lot. Yeah. When a couple really likes each other, they talk it all the time, every day, basically nonstop. Okay. Yeah. Is it a red flag if men aren't overly affectionate? You want to find someone with the same level of affection as you have. If you have a very high level of affection, you want to find someone who likes that. If you don't really like affection, you want to find someone who's on the same level. So you have a good compatibility with affection. Are speed dating events any good? They can be fun. The chance of you finding an ideal partner there's basically zero, but you can still have a good time. Hey, Emma. I've coached thousands of people, guys. I've never seen anyone achieve a 10 out of 10 from speed dating. But it's still going to be an enjoyable evening, regardless. Is it okay to take a guy out to dinner for his birthday? Yeah, sure. Buying gifts. Buying a man gifts is fairly feminine of a thing to do. So definitely do gifts. Put lots of effort into it. Last few questions, guys. Almost out of time. If you really need help booking a free call, don't message me, guys. I get too many messages. Just booking a call. So if you want to book in a call, go to my profile, website link, click the website, put your details in. Also, I'm talking to multiple girls at once. It's fine if you're not exclusive. Yeah. If you're not exclusive, you can talk to as many people as you want. Darcy, good job booking in a call, my friend. Look forward to chatting to you. If I'm a woman and I live at home at 30, am I a loser? Not necessarily. A woman living at home and a man living at home are very different. Yeah. I see if a woman's living with her parents, it's not that bad. If a man's living with his parents, that is bad. What about the guy who doesn't kiss good? Should I say something? Have you slept with him yet? Is it dumb to only see one guy when we're not official 5 months? You should definitely be official after 5 months. Do you believe you can have a relationship with no disagreements, arguments? Well, firstly, Haley, there's a huge difference between a disagreement and an argument. An argument is a disagreement that's full of disrespect and aggression. Okay. Me and my wife have been together for quite a long time, married, have kids, beautiful 10 out of 10 relationship. We've never had an argument, but we do disagree on things. Okay. Disagreeing on something is fine. Oh, what do you want to have for dinner? I want steak, I want chicken. You disagree. But you don't argue. You don't escalate it with disrespect and aggression. Yeah. You can definitely have a relationship without arguments, and that's a personal boundary you need to set within yourself. Why would a girl with high interest ghost me? We had a good date and kissed. 2 days later, ghosted. Obviously, she doesn't have high interest, Kevin, or she has a very high level of fear in herself. But either way, she's gone. Katie, well said. 100%, my friend. 100%. Arguing is somewhat of a childish endeavor, which I can't believe how many adults do it, which is crazy. Thanks, Kev. What do you mean fear? Kevin, a lot of girls sometimes will be fairly severe overthinkers, and then it'll lead to self-sabotaging behavior, and they'll just get rid of a guy for no reason, just because they are nervous. Why would a boyfriend after 11 years just ghost you when you were just planning your future together? Doesn't like you. Yeah. Doesn't like the pace you're moving. Yeah. Ideally, you want the man to lead the planning future stages. Yeah. If a woman's planning the future stages, then it doesn't go as well. Do you think the whole avoidant behavior is bull? Yes. People love it. People love the idea of avoidant attachment disorder theory, whatever you want to call it. If a guy's an avoidant, I help guys not be avoidant, and I basically just say, stop doing that. Have the hard conversation. Stop being a coward. And then they do it and everything's fine. The world is allowing all these men to be feminine and weak and just be ridiculous. Stop allowing that behavior. We're making excuses for these shitty guys. It's ridiculous. How do you handle a husband who talks about women in front of me? Set boundaries. That's completely unacceptable. Do opposites attract? In regards to masculine and feminine energy, they do, but similarities are what bond us. Yeah. So it needs to be a mix. All right, guys, I better go. If you need more help, feel free to book in a call. Okay, everyone gets one free call, guys. Link is in my profile. So if you go to my profile, there's a website link, maddockcoaching.com. Click that, put your details in. I'll give you a free one-on-one call. We'll have a chat. The free call goes from